craziness in the world of protests, right? And you know I hate these sort of protesters. So this is Floyd Mayweather attacked by anti-Israel protesters in London, chased out of jewelry store, right? I don't know much about Floyd apart from him being a boxer, right, and being very good at it, and being a short guy, and a black dude, and an American. That's it. Nothing behind his politics, nothing behind what he talks about, what he does outside of that. No idea. So let's check out. This is from Chigs and Smooths. Never heard of this channel, but it came up, and I was like, okay, let's check it out. Let's go see what this is about. Like I said, I don't pay attention to Floyd, right? It's not my world. Like when I was a kid, I was training as a boxer, right? When I was like about maybe 11, 12, when I went to boarding school, Catholic boarding school, and it was like, okay, we're gonna do, every Wednesday night, we're gonna do gym. And you have to run about 5K, right, up the hill, and up down the road, and then up the hill, and then again at 9 o'clock you run back, and then go home and go to sleep, and to the dorms. So we basically take boxing training. So I've got stretch marks from weightlifting and stuff when I was a kid, like when I was 15 and stuff. But now you look at me like, wait, where'd that all go? Well, I haven't lifted weight since like 2007, since my back, had the car accident. So that's where my, I've loved boxing, but now more like UFC and wrestling. But I've always been into wrestling because of that. I think because I think just people committing themselves to training is something I really applaud. I think looking after yourself, I applaud, because I think it's like art, right? You want to get better and better at it. It's like music. You want to get better at it. Like almost every night, half an hour, I'm trying to get my fingers to move fast for my bass, right? So I can play the riffs that I want to play, because I really suck at it. So I'm like, it's been I don't know, about maybe 30 years since I had a bass. And then now 2 years ago I bought one, but I'm still not consistent. So I want to get better at it. But anyway, let's get to this.
Chicks. Get ready. You know what to do, Chicks.
Listen, Chick Smooth.
Hey, Chick Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Hey man, what the heck is going on with American citizens being attacked overseas? First, it was Offset getting attacked in Paris last month. Then today, it's Floyd Money Mayweather getting attacked and also chased out of a London jewelry store. Now, apparently Floyd Money Mayweather was confronted by a bunch of anti-Israel protesters who were not happy with Floyd and his support of Israel. Now, over the years, Floyd has not shied away from his public support of Israel. Literally, you can find so many clips of Floyd being at so many different events where Floyd is showing his unwavering support to Israel.
Volunteers that help out within 90 seconds, or sometimes 70 seconds, 3 to 4 minutes, 5 minutes. We want to say thank you, because your jobs is not easy. But just my support for Israel, my friends, Avi, Jonah, Henry, and Jonah whole family. I just want to say thank you for embracing me with open arms and always showing me love and not looking at me a certain way. I've been through a lot. You hear a lot of negative things, but you guys have always treated me with, like I said, like family. And that's what it's about. It's all about family. It's all about sticking together, and it's all about love and peace. And just to my team that supports me on a daily basis, thank you. And to everybody in Israel, I want to say thank you just for showing me love. And to all the volunteers, keep up the great work. Thank you.
This is the side that I chose, and I'm going to continue to stand behind this side right here.
Floyd Mayweather what he has done for Israel and the Jewish community is just so incredible, and to have someone like him speak out for us.
I'm behind you guys 100%. God bless you, Floyd.
Now, sometimes it pays to be aware of where you are internationally. If you go to a country that strongly opposes something that you support, especially as a public figure, you gotta be very careful. Sometimes they may know exactly what.
Yeah, but this is the UK. This is new. The lunacy is new, right? The pro-Islam, pro-Hezbollah terrorist group, pro-Hamas, supporting terrorists, ignoring the fact that they're the same people that basically are creating terror in Palestine, that are actually hurting and shooting and maiming their own people because they want to show the world that Palestinians are victims, because that's a great buffer, right? It's like white people go, yeah, but it's because I'm LGBT, right? It's because I'm black, right? You're only picking on me. It's just like this. It's because I'm only Palestinian, right? It's the same deal. And so for someone who's actually gone to Israel and sees it from the ground, right? He's obviously sees a different picture of what's going on than what you're seeing and I'm seeing on the news, right? It's like I said last time, it's like there's more edicts by the UN made against Israel than the entire world. If anybody wants to play, should be playing the victim, it's Israel, but they don't. They are fighting to say, hey, listen, we are not, we're not the ones who are victimizing people. And it's just crazy, because I used to think Israel's all this, all that, until I started researching, man. I was like, what the hell? Why are people so against this little freaking country that's not even the size of New Zealand or the North Island of New Zealand? It's only a little size about the top part where I live. That's the size of Israel. I'm like, crazy, right? And surrounded by all these other people that all their countries are mush. Honestly, look at Syria, right? Syria is just crazy. There's stuff that's coming out of what Assad was doing. And of course, then the fake thing with CNN did, the guy's supposed to be starving and without food for a week, and he's all clean shaven and everything, all puffy faced, and looks like he just had a shower. Maybe he did, right? But they said he just came out, they just took him out of the prison. But yeah, so the lies that even the mass media in America tells about, or fakes and tells about what we should understand about Islam or about Islam as country, is so blatantly obvious if you just go, okay, show me all the true things that Israel is doing, and show me ignoring, and you got to put in ignore what the mass media is telling you, and show me what's happening in Palestine, ignoring what's being reported by Muslim countries in mainstream media. Just show me that, right? And I'm going to show you some of that.
Where you are, they do not hesitate to let you know exactly how they feel about it. Here's a video of Floyd being confronted.
You man, Mayweather just got punched up, bro. Money Mayweather just got punched up, bro.
Here's the thing, right? Floyd is trained to destroy people in the ring. And this is something I didn't realize, why he has bodyguards, right? He could be out there, and the thing is, because he's not allowed to, right? He's not allowed legally to fight outside of the ring unless self-defense. But even then, I watched videos where and I've been in the situation where I've actually had a champion fighter, that I was aggressive towards because I was doped up and I was drunk and I didn't understand. I mean, you know how you get, you feel like a giant when you're intoxicated and not, and you think, I was just glad I survived that one, because there's a couple I haven't survived, right? And I don't mean by, I mentioned being hit from the back. I wasn't even instigating that one. I was just walking down the street. But this time I was instigating, at a nightclub. And then, I've shared the story before, but for those who are new here, I walked up to this dude and I was waiting for my beer, to buy beers for myself and my mates at the table, and this guy was just saying something, and my brain just went, "Mate, what's he saying to me?" Because drunkenness, beer goggles, as we say, or and so he just held his peace, man. Like he was like, "Just chill, okay, just go on, man. Just go back to your mates, go grab a drink, and carry on." And so I returned and I was told that he was like a freaking like a champion. Was it karate or taekwondo dude? And this was here, like about 2 decades back. No, 3 decades back. Yeah, about 94, 95. And even then I wasn't that big, right? Like I'm skinny now, but I wasn't any. I think I was slightly less skinny. But back to Floyd, right? So why and that guy had his mates around him as well who were bigger than him as well, right? Is because he would be like jailed and all that stuff. But not only that, because he's only got one mode, attack, boom, right? And so his bodyguards are there to basically be a buffer and make sure that he doesn't have to be involved in that, and they can keep the peace away from him. So it's kind of sad, like, because, and this is the thing, like people see that as weakness, that why does he have all these bodyguards? We know that prank idiots like IRL streamers have them because they are idiots and because they're weak, right? But Floyd ain't weak, right? And I saw a video of I think it was either a Filipino boxer or a Latino, right? And he was like, some dude was like about twice his size. And is it what they call it, rafters or whatever? Like up at the, the stadium, up at the seats there. And this guy was like in his face, and he was a bit lower, right? But the guy's twice his size, and he's like, "Yeah, come on, man, come on." It's like, and the dude's like, and his mates, like the fighters' friends, are like, "Come on, just let's go," right? And the guy's just standing there looking up at him because he's like on a couple steps up. So he's the little boxer, not that little really, but he's looking up at this dude, and the dude looks like about 6 foot, but at the steps he's like about 9 foot tall, right? And he's like really, really, and then there's a clip saying you never know, right, who that person is, and you see that's the same guy now boxing, training, taking out people, right? I think MMA and stuff like that in UFC, and I'm like, and that reminded me of this, right? Imagine if Floyd was allowed to defend himself, what would happen to those people around him? Because all those other people around him, they ain't killers in the ring like Floyd, right? Dude's like a champion. Yeah. Yeah, they're calling him a pussy, right? Dude. This is Floyd Money, all right? You know why he's called Money? Because he's won so many fights. And this is what I think, like, that's why I hate protesters, these modern protesters. They're aggressive, they're false bravado. Just jump in the ring with Floyd if that's what you think. If you think he's a pussy, right? If you think that's what he's like, right? If he's a chicken, or if he's afraid of you, just put on some gloves, jump in the ring. Disrespect. The disrespect, right? Right. These people are basically have never done anything in their life. Are calling someone who's worked through all the stuff that he's had to go through to get to where he's got to. And he's not just like any other celebrity, right? He's worked every step of the way for what he's got, right? He hasn't just been plucked and go, oh yeah. So I think, you know, and the other thing is that the training, the amount of stuff you got to do, and like you can't. This is why I despise this sort of protesting. I think it's just like, you know, they hide about the bravado, they hide behind the keyboard. It's like, if you know, and I always say, if you can't say it to somebody in their face, why say it, right? In real life, this is what I mean. Like if you're gonna be saying shit online, whatever, if you can't say it to their face in real life, then don't say it. And so that's why, like, I pick and choose what I say online, right? Because I will say what I say, and I mean that. Because I think you got to have a bit of honesty, you know, to what you're saying. You can't just flout stuff unless you believe in that and willing to stand behind it, right? This is why I think you're shit. But like, you know, in this case, it's like he would destroy you, and that's why his bodyguards are taking him away, because you would all be bleeding through the nose and mouth, and maybe some broken bones, because he's trained to go 100, while you haven't even been trained to go 1%.
Hey, listen, man, I'm glad Floyd got away very quickly. Despite having 10 bodyguards with him, once you have an angry mob on your head going after you, there's really not much you can do to stop them. Yeah. Some people do not play about politics, especially when people are being killed every day.
Don't care for that. Yeah, people are getting killed every day. People are getting bombs dropped on them every day. But on the opposite end is the people who are actually doing that, are doing it to their own people. And the truth of that is, just look at Syria right now. Right? Just look at Syria right now, man. If you want to see what that area is like, just look at Syria. It's like it's basically 90-80% Islam in Syria. And what was Assad doing to his own people? Anybody who disagreed with him, he was locking them away, torturing them. Yeah. But also, you know, he was keeping them under his thumb so that it wouldn't become what it is now, right? Just mayhem.